2014 was a great year for the little device that had everything to prove to the public. With so many naysayers and haters, the Wii U was determined to show the public that its preconceived notions were wrong. And it did just that. How did it do it? Through a great library of software. Whether third-party gems, indies, or even Nintendo themselves, the Wii U achieved its goal of getting on the map and in the home of many gamers of all ages. So, with the year coming to a close, let's look at some of the great games that aided the Wii U along its 2014 campaign. Number 5. Over the past few years, the indie retro 2D platformer has taken over the gaming world. While there have been many great ones, there also have been a flood of bad ones. And when I say bad ones, I mean bad ones. This one. That's why I've been hesitant to pick up any indie 2D platformer recently. But when it came to Shovel Knight, I threw that all away. Good thing too, this game is freaking great. I'm sure you've heard a thing or two about it. It's been acclaimed heavily from reviewers all across the internet, and this critic isn't any different. A lot of these indie hits try to switch up the formula, which is good, but when you have such a solid foundation, Shovel Knight shows that there is no need for that. The gameplay carries itself so well that it doesn't need some gimmick. It's very simple, but thanks to great platforming, levels, and music, it's a great experience that feels like a hit SNES game all these years later. Number 4. Don't sleep on this game, please. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze takes everything that the predecessor did and then does one better. Every level is bursting at the seams with color, creativity, and love. The team at Retro Studios really put their all into their first HD effort. While many fans were originally disappointed at the fact that they were developing this game instead of a new Metroid, those who did adopt this game found it to be a diamond, who unfortunately has found itself in the rough. I hardly hear anyone talking about Tropical Freeze, and it's a real shame. It came at a time when Wii U owners were happy to have anything coming to the system, and now it seems that it's lost in the shuffle to the new adopters. If you just recently got a Wii U, please don't forget about our good friend DK, he deserves some love. Number 3. I've been called a hypocrite many of times for bashing game sequels. Many people say, how can you bash rehash sequels when you praise Mario Kart 8? It's the same thing. But is it really? No, it's not, and compared to its predecessor, I think it's much better. The gameplay is flawless, driving feels fluid, fast, and fun. The kart system adds another level of depth to the game not previously seen on a console Mario Kart. And being a speedrunner of this game, I saw firsthand how much depth there was to the different combinations, and how most obvious choices were not always the best. For a simplistic kart racing game, the meta actually got surprisingly deep. Now I'm all about not judging a game on its graphics. When I look at Mario Kart 8, my jaw instantly hits the floor. Driving around in these landscapes is breathtaking. Whether it's the beautiful water of Cheep Cheep Beach or the unworldly sky of Moo Moo Meadows, something about the visual style strikes me as more straight edge than Mario Kart Wii, and I actually prefer it a lot. The DLC is also great, but I already went into detail about this on my Pack 1 review. You can check it out here. Shameless plug. Number 2. While you might not be surprised to see this on my list now, before the release, just about everyone thought this would be another bust. Just another third-party game left in the dust on the Wii U. But what actually happened? The game got rave reviews. Suddenly, everybody wanted to play it, including me. When I saw the announcement of this game, I thought, well, some people might enjoy this, but it's just not my style. On the day it released, I decided I'd give it a try. Well, just like everyone else who had given it a try, I was blown away. It was just so much fun. Right from the get-go, you're right in the action. The number one thing I hear from internet critics is that modern games start too slow. Too many tutorials, too much story, not enough gameplay. Well, Platinum Games decided that they would be the one who actually listened, and they would create one of the best openings I've ever played. Right away, you're in the fight, learning as you go, having fun, and laughing at the hilarious dialogue being thrown at you. Another thing that I love about Bayo 2 is the tongue-in-cheek nature of it. Everything from the interesting word choice to the very selective camera angles. I mean, come on, it's not even being subtle. But then again, it's not even trying to be subtle. That's the whole point. The action genre has never been better, and Bayonetta 2 has proved to me that a great game can make any type of game my style of game. Number 1. I'm not quite sure how one disc can store this much content. I've played over 200 hours and have still not run out of things to do. Whether it's doing classic mode with every character, trying and failing to beat all-star mode on the hardest difficulty, or of course sinking endless hours into For Glory mode. Smash Bros is and has always been a party game. While I'm an avid member of the competitive community, even participating and running a few tournaments of my own, it's never been any better than when playing with a group of friends. The beauty of Smash is the gameplay. Whether two players are playing for the first ever time against each other, or they are both tournament-hardened veterans, they can have intense and fun matches with each other. While it is true the game is missing some depth and techniques compared to previous iterations, I think the amount of stages, modes, and characters makes up for this and even adds more. It's Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, and it's my favorite Wii U game of 2014. As a day one adopter of the system, I saw the potential immediately. Through all the trials and tribulations, I never gave up on the Wii U. I saw the library of unique, colorful, and fun games that were coming, and that would eventually shape my gaming through the years to come. 2014 proved my theory right. My hopes were filled and I got to spend a year playing the very games I'd hoped for. As the year comes to an end, I find myself not only reflecting on the great past, but the even more promising future. With Star Fox, Zelda, and more on the way in 2015, it's hard to believe that things can only get better in the future. Thanks for watching the video, everyone, and a special thank you to those who have stuck with me through the year and will continue to support me in 2015. If you want to join the team and come along on the ride, hit that big subscribe button. Also, if you want to be very helpful, you can hit the like button and also comment. Reading comments is my favorite part of YouTube. It's awesome to see people's opinions on your video and the subject matter. If you want more from me, you can also check out my top 10 Mario games and my top 5 of my favorite system of all time, the Nintendo GameCube. Okay guys, that's it for now. See you all in 2015.